to order at 6:30 p.m. Staff liaison, Jordyn, would you like to take the roll for us?
Yes, I can. Sonnek. Carey Nadeau. Here. Ashley Perfect. Here. Sharon Clark-Williams.
Here.
Raquel Soto.
Here.
Strang.
Here.
Aliza Verma.
Here.
Yued Orozco-Garcia.
Here.
Troy Woods.
Here. Full house. And
Woo!
our staff liaison, Jordyn Lehman, we're all here. All right, thanks, everybody. All right, everybody get a chance to take a look at the documents for tonight. Did anybody want to move to adopt the agenda? If there's any changes you want to make? Motion to adopt the agenda. Sharon makes a motion.
Second.
Second by Aliza. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Approval of minutes. Everybody get a chance to take a look at the minutes. Any updates or changes anybody want to recommend before we take a motion? If not, we'll look for a motion to approve.
I move to approve the minutes.
Carey moves.
I'll second.
Second by Ashley. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right. Meeting open to the public. Got anything for us? He's all good. No public hearings. Commission business and action items. So we have subcommittee updates. So let's get started. Apologize, I don't have this up yet. Do we have, so I think our first thing is like our public art area. Excuse me, and we have like do we have any updates in that area? I'm thinking about like the,
Well, that's,
how do I get this up? But like the brand, is that brand done for the concrete for when for Public Works?
No, I guess not, because I submitted it before I was out, and I have not followed up, so I will follow up.
Oh, okay. I think, and this is not the right one. Any other updates on it?
on the brand or on?
Or on that whole public art area?
I think we're just waiting to do our presentation to the city council on the 17th. Yep. Tom is planning to also come to that and has built a presentation. Tom, have you sent your PowerPoint to Jordyn yet?
I haven't. I'm going to add a couple more pictures, and I'm going out of town this weekend, so I'm going to get it to you by deadline. What is it, March 10th, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's my plan,
Awesome.
and I'm going to stick to it. So I got to just make a couple changes yet, and then I'll get it over to you.
It looks really nice. Everyone's going to be blown, like their socks are going to be outside on the street because it's such a good PowerPoint.
Sure, it's already on.
See, he's so good, you guys. Didn't even open the PowerPoint and the socks are off. So,
Is
Yeah.
there a limit of how many of us can attend?
Oh, of course you can all be here. Yeah, anyone that wants to be here, please join. It's St. Patrick's Day.
So wear green, so you don't.
I don't know if is there a law against having green beer out in the
it's okay in
mean-
the parks.
after we
Right, yeah,
after we present, then we'll go and sit and drink.
nobody will know.
Yeah, please. So it's March 17th is when we're presenting.
Correct, yeah. Is there anything else the Penny Press needs before then?
Not that I can think of. I've had Ken review the staff report, and I think we're all good. It's in my section's in the packet, so I can add the PowerPoint, and we should be good to go.
Okay, do we get to see the staff?
I think when it gets published, I can send it over to you guys.
Okay, great.
We also I had on the list here too sidewalk poetry. Is that still a
Yes, that was on our list for next year, or I guess now it's this year to look at. But
Right.
because the Penny Press didn't happen in 2025 and it's kind of eating up our 2026 budget, plus a little bit outside of
Okay.
our Penny Press budget, then I think we need to figure out, and maybe that's a good discussion just for the commission as a whole, looking at our budget, because, if we've eaten up all of the Penny Press in our public art, we're at negative in there. We've still got our art cart, utility box wraps, murals, branding, and then the art nights. We've combined art cart and art night together, and I can give an update on that. But I guess what else do we want to make sure we accomplish. I know the mural team is working on something. I know we had tried to do the passport food activity. Maybe we need to pivot into a different kind of activity. I don't know, I guess we
I'll
need
let
to.
you know about that when it's my turn to speak.
Oh, well, excuse me. Okay, thanks, Sharon.
Yeah, so are we saying, so looking at the budget here, this looks like the penny press is the entire budget?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll have to think on that.
Yeah, so it feels like, at least for this year, we've exhausted our budget, so it doesn't feel like we have the room to do more things since there's no money for it. But the sidewalk poetry was on our list for next year, and it's really cheap. Like, you just buy this stuff, and when it rains, it shows up. It's really cool.
Oh, this is not like stamping it?
Oh,
into
we could do that
concrete,
too, yeah.
like a,
That was another thing.
Like, yeah, we have the
Stamp
both of
was
them.
Like a hidden Mickey kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
And then, yeah.
okay.
yeah, we got write-ups on those going, so.
Okay, any mural subcommittee updates? We're saying no,
Okay,
right?
sure.
Utility boxes. So the Casey Park is the hands. What do we call it? Heart hands. Yeah.
Is it warm enough for them to do that yet?
I think it needs to be maybe about like 60 to 70, but I can double check with them on like an update or just kind of where we're at with it.
Yeah, for some reason in my mind it was like it needed to be 45 or above.
Mhm.
So I just feel like we're there, hopefully. So I would love it done. Thank you.
And then Sharon, what were the other spots?
Okay, so I have drafted the call for artists for the photography one. I will get that to you. And that will go at Casey. And,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
not Casey, I'm sorry, Silver Lake. That's for Silver Lake. And then there is one other one that is going to be more open, and that will be the Good Life in Minnesota. I need to submit to you the basic outline to get the approval for the way it's set up. And, yeah, that's it with the utility boxes.
Where about at Silver is that one going to be? Is that by the tennis courts?
there.
Okay.
There's a nice.
Yeah, that's a
big
good
box.
spot. Yeah.
And that'll be Minnesota nature photography is the theme of that.
And so, I'm sorry. And then you said the third one was where? Did you say?
There isn't a location for
Oh,
that one
okay.
yet.
TBD location.
Yeah. And the theme of that one is the good life in Minnesota, and it's open medium.
Cool.
I just get happy every time I have to go to North and see the Veterans Box. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, I really see that one a lot.
Yeah.
And is it Gino's? What's Gino's last name?
Coco.
Oh, okay. It's confusing him with somebody else. Okay, I'm just taking notes on all this so I don't sound like an idiot every time I come up with this. Do we have? I wanted to make sure, Ashley, that I got you covered. You joined a couple subcommittees, didn't you?
I am on the art night / art card subcommittee.
Okay, you're on art night. Oh, yeah, and those, we kind of combined those subcommittees? Okay, gotcha. Okay, so that's utility boxes. Art cart, any?
Yeah, we talked about the proposal we got from Kid Create Studios. We reached out to them, and they do a thing. It's like $300. They send a teaching artist out with all the materials, and for 2 hours, they will come and work with whomever shows up at the art cart. So we're going to we would like to recommend that this body hires that group for the 2 music in the park nights. So that would be $600. Jordyn and Ken would like us to vote on that so that can go to council for review and approval. So as our subcommittee, we reviewed that and decided that was a good use of time. We will still commit to having a commissioner be in attendance as a volunteer.
Love it.
Yeah, so that was our proposal for the Music in the Park nights.
And so that's 2 music in the parks.
Mm-hmm.
And I have June 14th as the city night at the car show, is that right? Or do we even know yet? It's not on here, but, yeah, is that decided?
July 10th.
Oh, July 10th. Oh, it's later this year. Oh, okay.
Only going to do car show every other week instead of every week.
Yeah, but it seemed like we always did the big truck night early in the summer. Okay, so July 10th, it's the city night at the car show, big truck night. We got 2 music in the parks. Is that all of do we have other art cart events, or is it those 3?
Then we will have the art cart at the Autumn Arts Festival, and so
sure.
we haven't fully decided on what we want to do for that yet, but since we have until September, we are still thinking about that. We thought as commissioners, we could handle coming up with an activity for Big Truck Night, whether we did the Kindness Rocks again or some other activity. For the time capsule opening, it sounds like Ava is already planning some 70s dance moves with an instructor, so I think that can be the art event for the time capsule opening. We don't do anything for the Fall Roundup Parade. And then Holly Jolly Night, because that is already a pretty busy night and the kids are so keyed up from singing outside at the bonfire and meeting Santa and watching a movie and having popcorn and drinking hot cocoa, we suggested, hey, how about we order a case of like a 4-pack of crayons you get at a restaurant, and we're just going to print off a bunch of coloring sheets. So kids can either do the coloring sheets there as an art activity or take them home with them. So
That's a good idea.
yeah.
We've ordered those before, those boxes.
yeah, it's like $100 for a case. It's not a big deal. I'm sure we could use it for that and other events. So that's what we've accomplished with.
Sorry?
So one question I do have from a city council perspective is looking at the budget. Your budget for the art cart is only $500.
Oh,
If
sorry.
you're talking
So
about doing the 2 art night or doing the 2 music in the parks with the art cart, that would.
yeah, so one of the things we talked about last month, Troy, was combining the art cart and the art night.
Oh, okay.
Because we realized that, I mean, without a man, like, not that none of us are great, like, all of us are artists in our own right, but without having Amanda here as like a, LLC artist, it's more difficult for us to come up with these activities on our own and lead them and volunteer at them.
Fair enough.
So we were looking to get some vendors to come in and help us with these events.
Perfect,
So
yeah.
So we thought we would combine the art cart and the art night. That gives us a combined budget of whatever those 2 numbers added together are, minus the $600 for the summer's science or Kid Create Studios. They've got a really nice list of activities they do, like snowman themes and other things. So we gave Jordyn a couple of options that we thought looked good, and she's going to figure out what works best. And then that gives us a little bit of budget remaining for the Autumn Arts Festival, because again, all of us are pulled in so many directions at that event. It would be really great to just hire out somebody like she does for the face painting and the balloons and everything else. We can do it, but if it's already growing into such a big event, why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think for the Autumn Arts Festival, I think that's a whole separate budget anyway, so.
So for the, when we talked to the attorney last time, he said if we wanted to re-bucket things, Jordyn, that we didn't have to get approval. So for clarity purposes, would it be good for us to update our budget report to show those 2 together?
We can. I don't know if it maybe is more best to keep it separate, or for me, it was more clear to keep it separate, just that we know that they're combined ourselves. But I can probably combine them and just do like a / art cart art night just for this year, and then next year can be.
I apologize for
processes are
confusing
the
things.
same.
No, not at all.
So it
No,
was
that's,
me asking.
thank you, Troy. I'm sorry I
And you're
breezed
kind
over
of
that.
rolling into the art night update at the same time.
Yeah, sorry. I do all the things at once, as you know.
Carey's really hard to work with.
I'm the worst.
Raquel, you had a question?
Well, 2 things. Just that we kind of decided to mold them together because the processes are now turning into the same thing.
Yeah.
Hiring an artist. I had a question though about the events. So Are we now expected then to be at some of the other city events that Ava is doing? Because I'm having a hard time distinguishing, like, are these things that we're telling, like, Ava that, hey, we'll be there, or are we getting requests from her to be there?
I think it's a little bit of both. She asked us to have, like, I think last year she asked us to do an art thing for Holly Jolly Night, and we were kind of not able to pull something together at short notice.
For future, though, then, are we going, I mean, is that?
Well, I'll plan to be there. I mean, I'll already be there for,
Well, yeah, but just so that we can actually plan for that, and just
Yeah.
next time she does ask, be like, oh, yeah, we have something that we can do with you.
sure.
Yeah, I think if you look over, it says all as able, I think that's just, if any of us are able to join that.
Well, and I was wondering where
appreciate
those notes came from, too. Is that all is able coming from
Actually-
staff or from us?
I think those were my notes. I think I asked Jordan
Oh, okay.
to add that in there
Okay.
because it made sense in my head that's, I mean, we always try to go to Big Truck Night. We're all at the Autumn Arts Festival. We all do the parade.
Yeah.
The time capsule is new this year, and I know she mentioned last year that she wanted some kind of art feature included, so I think that's why that ended up on our calendar. I don't know, Jordan, you made the calendar,
Yeah,
so.
I just put that as there as like, keep in mind that's a thing. If you guys want to participate, that was more why I put that on there. I could have been a little bit more clear, I guess, about that. I think like the music in the parks for sure, I think are seen as like the commission has like some sort of involvement, but you know, it can still run if it's not, doesn't work for you guys since, you know, we've gotten rained out and it's still kind of gone through. Big Truck Night's another one, and Autumn Arts for sure is one that's kind of seen as super important for the commission. And then I think most of the other ones are kind of, if you guys want to participate, I think it's more optional. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like
Curious.
Holly Jolly and time capsule opening are more optional, unless, are we doing something at the time capsule?
I mean, she is looking at doing a dance lesson or something. So I mean, that sounded cultural to me.
And I can remove that because it doesn't, if there's no like interest for the commission to participate, it doesn't have to be on there. It was just if you guys
think
had an
it's-
ideas or if you wanted to.
Clarification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine to see that as a reminder, but you know, most of these, if it's not an ACC joint, then it's optional. You know, so obviously the art nights, those are our things, so we have to have someone there, and those names are called out. Music in the parks is really art cart, what we're saying there. So whoever's monitoring or controlling the art cart those nights. Big Truck Night is just always, that's been a tradition where we've tried to have as many commissioners there. Autumn Arts Festival is like, for sure, we got to have as many commissioners as possible there. The other ones, yeah, I mean, if it's something that we own, it's kind of we usually have a name there.
Carey, did you mention that they wanted us to do a motion and a vote for Kid Create? And that's the name of the.
Yeah.
So I move to approve the $300, is it?
$300 per event, so 600 total.
$300 per event for the art cart, the lead activities for the art cart at Music in the Parks. I make that motion. Second? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so we got that for art cart. And then anything else as far as art nights then?
I think then we would just need someone to volunteer for the 2 music in the park nights. I know Raquel's going to be very busy this summer, so if someone else could step in for those, that would be great. And then we did have our first art night, so this is one of my mugs. I gave my mom the other one, so when we have our weekly phone call, I can call her and we can have our coffee together, so.
Did you have to fire it at all?
Did I have to fire my mom?
No, your mug. Your mug.
Oh, you bake it. You do it, and then you put it in a cold oven, and you turn it on at 350, and then you let it get up to temp, and then you let it sit there for 20 minutes, and then leave it there overnight. And then it's all set. And now it's top rack dishwasher safe, baby. So,
Nice. It looks great.
yeah. Yeah.
I did have a question about the art nights or for the upcoming ones outside or after the March one, if we wanted to keep the registration price to be $10 still, since those ones are pricier for the cities, but since they're normally $10, but I know we upped it for the Chunky Knit Blanket one last year, so I didn't know if you guys wanted to keep it at 10 or raise it, or looking for some direction.
Do we have attendance records on how the different, classes have been going?
We do, and then it's kind of difficult too because sometimes the instructor sets limits or we set limits based on what our budget is. So like if it's a, $30 per person that they charge us, we set it at this number of people because we don't want to spend all of our money on one event and miss out having other events. But yeah, I think the April one is expensive because it's the cookie flooding, and that's a pricier activity. October is pricey because of the pillows.
Okay, I can take the July 9th.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Art music.
I could do the May 22nd.
I can't do the May one, but we generally do, so both of these we're gonna have, an artist.
Yeah.
This would be guided as well.
Yeah.
So we really only.
You just have to bounce it or open the thing up and whatever.
Which is actually kind of great.
Yeah, right? You can enjoy the music.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
guess
I
I don't
didn't
have a
catch
preference
who
on the.
volunteered for the May one.
I can do May.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Is it-
Sorry.
It's really 5 to 6:30. That's what time those things are?
Yeah, they're not
Seems
long.
so early though.
I think that's right.
That first one seems a lot earlier than I remember. 4:30 to 5:30. They usually.
Well, it's the
start
kids
around
one,
5 or
right?
6.
Yeah.
I can double check. I think I pulled these from Ava's event calendar, but I can definitely double check and see if there's maybe any updates since.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
I think
Carey,
Jordan
Ashley,
has a
Raquel?
question about the $10 registration fee, if we want to keep that or
I
raise
was
it.
gonna ask, since you mentioned the cookie flooding and the pillows were more expensive, does that then make registration more expensive?
No, we keep them at $10 to make it affordable and so that everyone can have an opportunity to
So it's just
participate.
expensive on the budget side? Or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever
And I think we increased the, what was it you did, blanket?
Yeah, the
Do you remember how
chunky
much
knit.
that was? Was it 30? And that was because of the materials. So you needed all that yarn. So we were like, well, it's a little more, so let's do a little more. But
Got a whole blanket of it.
it's
We
nice.
love ours. We love it.
Oh, yay. Good.
I really like that we keep it. That was the first thing I noticed because doing art in the community is great. And if you look at other cities, they tend to get pricier and pricier.
Yeah.
So as long as that we're being economical with our budget, I like the fact that it's accessible because there's a lot of things that, bumping it up to $20 may not sound like a lot to us, but to someone who may not have some discretionary income to just do fun or creative things, I think that as long as we're being economical with our own budget, that I like the $10 personally.
Right, I think if we don't have to, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
If it's in our budget, then
I don't think, because where does the money go when it's
that's what I'm
collected?
saying, if we don't need to, then why would we?
I think it just goes, to this general city budget, if
Yep.
I'm wrong, Troy, or anything.
I will play devil's advocate, though. On the flip side, if we do, not that I'm looking for the money to come back to the city, but if we know that we're booking, so for the cookie flooding, we know that's, $750, or we know that's so much per person. If we charge more back to the people, we can get more people at it. We could potentially, would that be an option to say, hey, instead of 10, we're going to be able to do 20 because instead of $10 per person, we're going to charge you $20 per person, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It really
Assuming that there's room and assuming. That,
Yeah. It doesn't work for every project because some of the teachers are like, I can only handle 15 people anymore and I'm going to tear my hair out. Okay. So, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's something to consider. But maybe we can look at the enrollment records for the last.
Yeah. I mean, if
Can we pull that data?
they're consistently full,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's, we look for opportunities to expand out where we can anyway, expand out the number that we can reach out to.
And that's a good point for when we schedule for next year, because I know there were a couple who were like, okay, it's this number per person. And I was like, well, let's only do this many because I don't want to have a billion people. So, okay.
Yeah, I can pull the rosters for the attendance records. Would we say we want to do from 2025 to now, or I could maybe do earlier? Not 100% sure, but So would we like to table this until those rosters are presented? Or do we just
I
want to
would
make a
say-
decision now?
I guess I would say no. For this year, let's keep it at $10 for
Okay.
everything. But let's look at it for next year, for
Yeah.
those things that, can accommodate more people. Do we charge more potentially? And this is all theoretical. I'm just proposing.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Just so that we can get more people in the classes.
It's difficult with art classes. That's one thing that's,
Yeah,
gosh, it is really hard managing a group as
Yep.
the lead artist. And to give each person the attention which they paid for. I'm not leading into a discussion of that. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, no.
That's a big factor in the
Yep.
way there. Because
Yep,
people
and-
paid to work with this artist, and they're entitled to that.
Yep, and I guess it would not be on us to push them to say, hey, you say you can only do 10, we're gonna say you're gonna do 15. It would be on them to say, hey, I can do 10 to 20, and if we're historically do 10, maybe we can do 20, or maybe we meet in the middle and say, okay, let's do 15 and try that. Just so that, open up the opportunity to more people in the community,
I like that. Yeah.
so.
And Carey, normally with our artists that we hire, do we get charged per person? Just, I know it's kind of different per each case, or is it more a flat rate and, if 10 out of 15 show up, we still get charged the same amount?
I think that's a good Jordyn question.
We ask for the rates, and then we, I guess, guarantee that we'll pay like a max number. Like, for example, like they charge a certain amount for 20 people, we are going to pay for 20 people no matter what.
That's what I was
Depending on if it's only 15 shows up, we're still paying for 20.
Okay, yep.
And if there's a cancellation, we pay them like a cancellation fee, right?
Yeah, I think it's like half of what's in the contract.
Sorry to talk over you, Ashley.
Oh, no, that was fine.
But just for like clarity, everyone, we're all good with the $10 for.
We're good with $10 for 2026. We'll revisit that for 2027.
Perfect.
I did have somebody ask if we can open the registrations earlier for the night. I know we're kind of doing it month by month. I don't know if that's possible or something other people are interested in, but that was some community feedback I had received.
And this might be a next year question, but would it be possible to open up, like, scheduling an instructor for 2 sessions in one night? So we could start a little earlier to get maybe the younger families to come, and then a 30-minute break to, like, reset, and then have a new set of people come in, because they fill up so quickly that I've missed opportunities, too, to learn stuff, so, like the blanket.
Or yeah, like one that we're anticipating will be a huge hit.
Yeah.
Like maybe can we intentionally do 2 sessions?
And then with 2, maybe they'd give us a discount from the instructor side, because that we're scheduling 2, so we maybe save a little.
Sure.
I guess I'm just looking at ways to expand out to more people.
Anything else?
I think we're done. Sorry, Tom.
No? Just want to make sure we're covered. Anything from you, Raquel? Ashley?
No, I just wanted to, Carrie's done a great job reaching out to the different, artists and things like that. We've got some really good leads on some things, so excited to kind of build a pipeline, not
Yeah.
speaking corporate, but
Sure.
build some relationships with some artists. It's been really great.
Okay, we have nothing for Autumn Arts Festival, I assume?
We do actually. Nothing
That's what the map is.
kind of major, but so I had printed out this screenshot of the city parking lot on 7th and Margaret, and this is looking like it's going to be the next Autumn Arts location.
For real?
Yes. I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed, but it's pretty likely. I was given enough okay to share at this meeting. So with that, obviously there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of things to work out. So Ava is asked, as far as I know, Tom, you're the only one on that subcommittee currently, or am I wrong?
I guess I am.
So Ava is asking for the troops to assemble essentially and to have this subcommittee, I guess, kind of situated and become a bit more robust. And having that figured out, ideally, I want to say by maybe next week or so, because she is going to be planning on reaching out to the subcommittee to start working out some of the finer details.
Looking for volunteers? Anybody
Oh,
want to
you
join
Ed's
me?
gonna do it.
You, Ed, want to join? Okay. Anybody
I'll
else?
join Tom.
Ashley, are you sure you're on a couple already?
No, just one.
All right.
The joint one.
Ashley and you, Ed. There you go.
Perfect. I will let Ava know, and if anybody else would like to join, I believe one more commissioner is able to join, just send me an email and I will forward that to Ava, and she'll be contacting the subcommittee.
So it's, the plan then is to have all of these activities in that parking lot?
Yeah, that is some of the things that I think,
Okay.
the finer details that haven't been ironed out that she maybe wants to discuss.
We keep doing everything in parking lots and taking away all the parking. What?
I was gonna ask if she knows, like, size comparison wise, like,
She might. I might be able to use like one of our mapping softwares to like loosely measure. That might. I kind of wish I did that before this meeting. That would be nice to know. But yeah, hopefully by that next meeting I can maybe bring that up. But
and was
Yeah.
this just more from feedback, like, to get it closer to the downtown area, or parking? Yeah.
as far as I know, it's a mix of things. Kind of, it's mostly out of staff's hands as to like the decision being passed down. But it's, from my understanding, it's a mix of different things. So
I mean, I could walk there. I'm not complaining. So
What?
I said I could walk there. I'm not complaining. So I'm just curious.
We got to take over the old K&J, get that stage going, have the performers right there. We could work with them.
The parking lot right behind that.
Mhm.
Corner.
Troy, can you get a key for that building and let us in?
All right, well, that's news. Anything else on Autumn Arts Festival?
that was all I had.
Okay. I think that does it for the subcommittees, unless anybody else said anything.
We still have one, formerly the Passport Committee.
Oh, okay. What is that committee called now?
Formerly the Passport Committee.
The committee formerly known as Commission.
It's catchy. I like it.
What's the update?
Okay, so we had an idea for a community project, and it's evolved a little bit since I talked to you guys with it. And the initial thought was, instead of doing a passport, we wanted to do something the community could participate in. And so the idea was to do a poetry slam. I brought this up with somebody who has experience with that, and they said, for a city event, don't do a poetry slam, do a spoken word event so that you would have control over it. And people would have to submit whatever their spoken word is in advance, so we would know and not get surprised by what people were saying or doing. we would know, and because they would already submit themselves, either performing it or a written copy of it. And the idea was to have it at either the, well, I guess our first thought was to do it at the big truck night, to just have a mic and small speakers, and right up next to where we do the art projects with the kids. It would give older children, young adults, anybody an opportunity, provided they let us know in advance, to present it. It's not a fully fleshed out idea, but I wanted to put the idea out in the universe. I will write a thing up and get it to you pronto, because that's coming up fast if we want to do it this year. But it's something that wouldn't require significant budget, but it would be it's an art event that the community could participate in.
I love it. That's so cool.
And could you, sorry, I'm not familiar with poetry slams. What would be the difference then between a poetry slam and just a spoken word?
A spoken word event, somebody writes something, they're able to submit it to us, and we know in advance, because we've either watched a video or we've read it, it's met our criteria for not political, not religious, not offensive, that kind of thing. Poetry slams can be impromptu, and they can start with a phrase or something and then go off on a tangent in any direction, depending upon the rules of the Poetry Slam. But if we know exactly what they're going to say in advance, then there's less opportunity for us to be surprised, because then we can say, hold it, I'm looking at what you said you were going to say off the stage. That's not where you said you were going to go. And so it gives us a little more control over it. We could pick the topics and require it stay within the topic and that sort of thing. And we set the time limit. We don't have to give anybody the hook, because we know that what they submitted falls within the time frame in advance.
So exciting.
Unless they speak really slowly.
Yes, well, if they submit a video of themselves doing it, then we know the tempo. Well, when the time's up, the time that we set for each presenter, then let's say, time's up. You hold up the card, time's up.
Oh.
But it would be an opportunity for people of all ages, all pent-up poets and orators, to give them a chance to have an audience.
Like it.
That's
Did
it.
you see Ian McKellen's speech on Colbert?
No?
Whoa, you didn't? He did this.
Out of it.
Wow. I've never felt so judged, Tom.
I know. No, not judging, but just be like, no, because you got to see this.
Okay, I'll do
it's
it when I get home.
Ian McKellen on I think it was Colbert, but he does a Shakespeare speech. So he steps out of the chair and goes out in front of the audience and does this Shakespeare speech, and it was found to it's believed to have written by Shakespeare, but it was from the play about Thomas More. And the whole speech is because all these people are asking we got to get rid of all the immigrants. And so he comes out and does this speech about okay, you want to get rid of the immigrants? And so what happens if this applies to you then, and you have to get sent somewhere else, and how is that going to work for you? It's so perfect. I mean, you can't believe that it's 400 years old. And then you have one of the greatest actors in the world reciting this thing, and then for it to be also so timely also. It was just like this perfect moment. So go YouTube that thing when you get home and check it out. So good, so good. No, I only gave that reaction because I thought everyone had seen it, because I'm like, if I saw it, everyone must have seen it, right? Because I'm a little slow to these things. But
Maybe we can get him for Big Truck Night.
Oh, yeah.
highly recommend. Yeah, I'll do the speech at the
Well, you have to
spoken word
submit
event.
it.
Yeah, you have to submit it, Tom.
You have to see how many
Yeah.
words and if it falls within guidelines. You're not
If it's
getting
too long, you can't do it.
no favoritism on the commission.
You'll have to disclose your allegiance to the Arts Commission,
I would.
right?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know, I'm just making up rules now.
I'll get the draft to you,
Fewer rules.
please, so we can get moving on that and find out how everybody else feels about it.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Anything else from subcommittees? Okay, old business. Anything?
I don't know if it's old business, but I do think it would be worthwhile for us to try to, and I talked to Yued about this a little bit too, but I think knowing that he's on his last year and we can have 2 student commissioners, I think it would behoove us to try to recruit for somebody before the end of the school year. So I know you had said that he would help me get the word out at North, but if Ava could also help get the word out, especially as summer is ramping up and our activities are ramping up and people are going to see what the Arts Commission does, perhaps that will garner some interest from some additional young people in joining our crew.
All right, yeah, I can send or let her know.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks like it's still up on the website, so that's it. Thanks.
Okay, reports from staff. Jordyn?
One thing, I think Carey and Ashley already kind of touched on this because I gave them a little bit of a preview in an email last week, but just on purchasing procedures, this might sound a little mechanical because I'm going to read from this just to make sure I get everything. Last meeting, the city attorney noted that any official action, especially regarding purchases, recommended by the commission should be recorded in the minutes in some way, just for record-keeping purposes. I'm going to request that the commission make kind of like a formal vote or minimum, like a clear verbal consensus on contracts or purchases over $200 to make recording the minutes clear and pretty transparent. I think what Carey and Ashley, the example they set today was great. I think that was perfect. And then purchases under $200 or like that aren't contracts, formal votes won't be necessary, but it should at least be mentioned or discussed at a high level just to make sure that everyone, staff, commissioners, general public are all on the same page on what the commission is purchasing. And then, yeah, this is just to help increase transparency and formalize the procedure for spending, so it's more aligned with the recommendations given by the city attorney from the last meeting, so things shouldn't necessarily change too much other than just, you can't vote too much, I guess, on things. And then also, I think this might help, this is an option to help with maybe a little flexibility and maneuverability, is that the commission, you can like pre-approve, let's say art nights, like, oh, we're willing to spend $500 on each class or as a max number, like setting up a number, just you're giving that approval in advance of us making those purchases. So that's also something we're able to do, but that is, all I got.
Cool. All right, reports from commissioners. Ashley, you got anything for us this month?
No, not this month.
Okay, Sharon?
No, I do not have anything.
Carey?
Nope.
I'm good. Liza?
None for me.
Laura?
No updates from us?
Raquel? Oh. All right, well, that covers that, and we have reports from our conciliation. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot our student commissioner, Yued. Yued, you got anything for us? Oh, here we go.
Okay. Well, I can say that I've been working more on starting a nonprofit.
Nice.
And that we also recently had our BSU Excellence performance at North.
What was it? What?
BSU Excellence performance.
What is that?
Student Union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what BSU stood for, sorry.
It was to, just perform and show Black excellence. I liked it a lot.
Cool.
This feels a lot like a school board meeting updating about school.
Yeah.
And that it's March, so getting closer to the day I find out if I got into Minnesota Youth Council. I applied to that.
Nice.
So I hope I get into that because it's only like 48 people out of the whole state.
Woo.
So if I get into that, expect to see me on TV every day. I can say I've talked to other people from other school boards, see how they're doing and see what we can do as school board representatives. And in personal life, I've never been more stressed out about finals. I have to go home and read 50 pages of a book, finish a packet at least 3 times thicker than this. It's
Ew.
very thick.
Are you a junior?
No, sophomore.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hey, you got to be president somehow.
That's
All
right.
We'll try and wrap up.
He's
soon
on
to
the
get you
accelerated
home to do your
track.
homework. But Yued was showing me the work that he's doing for his to establish his nonprofit, a 501c3. He's on it, man.
That's
all over it.
great.
Yeah, I can't believe that. And this is our second student commissioner, and
Yeah.
the quality of the kids that we're getting is unbelievable. So
Big shoes to fill.
says a lot for the future of North St. Paul. All right. Anything else, Yued?
No.
Great. Thanks for the update. All right, Troy, sorry.
I really don't have anything. We had our city council meeting last night, and I'm trying to think what we talked about. The finance director, Dan Winnick, came in and talked about our 2025 finances, how we did with our audit and everything. We came in really well. We actually over budgeted in a couple of areas, and so we have a little extra money to kind of put back into the pot. So we're hoping to do good things with that and, not have to raise raise fees and stuff like that next year. And
Were there any audit findings?
no,
Nice. Good job.
so we are, in terms of city governance and city finances, we are like A+. We're doing really well. So, and I attribute all that to, most of that to Dan. Our finance director is phenomenal. So, other than that, I apologize for missing the meeting last month. But, I was helping my mother-in-law, so.
No
that's it.
worries. No worries. All right, thanks, Troy. And then if there is nothing else, anybody? I move to adjourn the meeting at 7:15 PM. I learned that last month, that we don't have to take a vote on that one.
There we go. Just gonna end it.
All right, thanks, everybody. Have a great month.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me or just anyone?